sticks. I kind of want to try them now. Our on-deck storyteller is Aaron. And our next storyteller is a coworker, former coworker of mine, a very nice guy. Give a hand for Marcus! You should have warned me. I didn't expect this. Hello, my name is Marcus. My story is really my wife's story. I just kind of watched from the sidelines nervously. You see, it started, or kind of ended, every ending is a beginning, as we walked into this nondescript office building down this long gray hall, looking for the office we were looking to make a big step into. We walk in the office and we find the receptionist, we sign in. It struck me as we were walking in, if things went well, really well, I was going to get to watch another man get my wife pregnant today. This is not that kind of story, don't worry. I think I'm nervous now. So we walk in, we sign in. A nurse leads us to a room on the side where Nicole's able to disrobe and put on a gown. She lays on a gurney on her back, and then another nurse comes in, and she proceeds to ask a bunch of questions that we've already answered 100 times. Name and age, social security number, when was your last period, any bleeding now, have you had a cough, a flu, a fever, or cramping lately? This is the point where I would just shut up. I discovered that fertility nurses do not like nervous jokes from nervous husbands. It doesn't go over, it never will. She gave us a rundown of the procedure we were about to take part in, which is the transfer of the eggs. And then she left us in the room for a few minutes to collect ourselves, talk about things, which we did, Breaking Bad, food, restaurants, more food, anything but the transfer. Yeah, in vitro, it's a weird process. There's a lot to it, shots, drugs, surgeries many times. But for us, the thing that was the most stressful was the transfer, where they take the egg that has been fertilized and place it in the womb. You see, my wife has endometriosis. This is a terrible affliction that she's been dealing with since she was 12 years old, where you get cysts and scar tissue, and it's incredibly painful. And I got to watch my wife deal with this as strong as a person can be. I still, to this day, can't imagine what it's like, nor do I want to. But we knew that because of the situation that we were facing, if we wanted children, we had to go all in. We had to throw a Hail Mary. But no matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you plan, no matter how much you hope, a lot of it just comes down to good old-fashioned luck. But we had to try. We had luck on our side, I think, or we were hoping, because we had a good doctor. We took a deep breath, and eventually the nurse came in and wheeled us down to the transfer room. We entered the transfer room, and there was Dr. Silverberg sitting on a stool, with a big smile on his face, as we always saw him, very positive man. He jumped up and smacked his hands together and said, "Hey guys, you ready to do this?" Yeah, Doc, good morning, sure, no problem. He sat me down and got Nicole ready in the stirrups and the sonogram machine. He was sitting next to a big machine with the stirrups, and right above us was a large television. He explained the procedure again, and then called into on an intercom system to the room next to us, where an assistant read our names off a petri dish. Nicole Davis. I looked at Nicole, she looked at me. Yeah, that's us. Well, the assistant emerged from the side door and brought in the long pipette with another sticker, and the doctor read it again. Nicole Davis. Yep, still us. Okay, well, he said, we're going to go under the gown now, and I'll tell you what we're doing. If you look up on the monitor, you'll see Nicole's womb. I'm putting the pipette past the cervix into her womb. And in 1 second, you'll see a little black dot. That's your kid. And there it was, incredibly tiny. Everything we'd hoped for, all of the blood, the shots, the fear, the second guessing, all of our hopes and dreams really in that little dot. And then the second one, the doctor was really thrilled. He said, we got 2 good embryos. They're really called blastocysts, but that's not good for story night, so we'll go with embryo. He said, we got 2 good embryos, an A+ and a B. But we really only need 1. And there they were. Everything on Nicole's shoulders, in her tummy. Well, at that point, I had to get out of the room. I had to take a deep breath. I could feel the tears coming. I held her hand for a second, let her know what I was doing, and went out into the hallway where I broke down and ugly cried. I'm sure Nicole needed a minute by herself as well, dealing with me constantly. I sat there through the tears, trying to memorize the door number, hoping maybe if we were lucky, I might be able to give my kid the story, tell her the story of where we were when Mommy got pregnant by another man. But my kid doesn't get that joke. Thank you.